Hey guys, it's Ty Kevin83 here, and I'm coming to you today with an update on the situation with Discord's bans of various TASers. Now, if you're in the scene, you're probably already aware that Discord has unbanned most of the users, if not all the users that were banned originally, but I just want to recap the situation briefly and give that full update. So, what we saw originally was a couple weekends ago, Discord on Friday, right at the end of the workday, banned a significant number of TASers in the English TASing community. And this is interesting because the ban originated from a problem in the Japanese TASing Discord. And it turned out that all of the bans of members of the English TASing community were people who were also in the Japanese TASing Discord. It turned out that there was a legitimate report and source of reports against the Japanese TASing server, and it was rightfully banned, but that Discord basically went the nuclear option and banned a large number of users in some unknown way, possibly related to misinformation about roles and what they meant in that server, but they banned a significant portion of the members of the Japanese TASing server. So now we're aware of this background, but what happened with the users who were banned? Because obviously, people who speak English may not have known the content of various Japanese language channels or known how to even use the Japanese robots to obtain roles to see various illicit material that was being shared in the Japanese TASing server. It would be I think, at least from my perspective, inappropriate to ban people based on those associations and the inability to know what was going on behind the scenes. So Discord responded to various appeals in a kind of haphazard way. We didn't get a consistent message from Discord's ban appeal system for the weekend while bans were still in effect. And then on the Monday, as the work week came back into full swing, we started to see people's ban appeals actually go through and be successful. Even ones where automated messages previously said that the bans were permanent and not appealable. So we really just now are in a place where we're back in Discord. Everything's fine, but I've left a lot of like just random Discords that I don't have as much activity in because I want to try to minimize. Of course, now having experienced this, I want to minimize my being in Discords that I don't moderate and or have a lot of daily activity in. And then second to that, we don't really have any messaging from Discord about like anything consistent about this. We don't, like I said, we didn't get a consistent message when bans were happening, and we also didn't get a consistent message when unbans were happening. The unbans happened in a sort of scattershot manner. They seemed to happen more in relation to how much you yelled at the appeal bot than how much certainty there was that there was no issue amongst us groups of users who were banned. So we would really like to see in the future, hopefully, if Discord could have a unified message when a sort of unified ban goes out like this about those users. Certainly, there could be instances where it makes sense to go nuclear and ban a lot of users for their activity inside of a server. Obviously, in this case, that did not make sense. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been unbanned all of these users. So we would like to see in the future a more consistent approach towards those bans, a more streamlined and reasonable ban appeal system that actually says what is going to happen. Like, hey, you have the ability to appeal your ban. It might be checked on in a few days, right? Like that would make more sense than just getting messages like your ban cannot be appealed, and then the appeal's actually working anyway. Right, that's not ideal. So then there's another angle of we would really love also in a situation like this where we saw originally a justifiable action being taken in some way, but then that action being reversed without clear communication from Discord. Obviously, we might not want them to reveal sources and methods they have for finding bans, but it would be really helpful to be assured that they actually did ban the appropriate parties. My reason for being worried that that might not have happened is partially from my own experience in the past submitting reports to Discord. In the past, if you deleted messages in Discord, you could no longer submit them to the trust and safety team because those messages would no longer exist for them to review. Now, I think things like that have been improved since. I was having to do reports like that about activity in my server that was like not acceptable. There was some crashing of my Discord server by illicit communities, and yeah, like I said, we couldn't actually report those illicit activities because we deleted all of their messages and banned all the people. And without evidence from the messages, because they were deleted, they wouldn't do anything about it. So I think they fixed that, though. I think they have fixed the ability to send to the trust and safety team message IDs of deleted messages and have them check on those. But there is not any communication, again, from Discord in this scenario that they were actually able to go back and do that. We know that they deleted the Japanese TASing Discord. We do not know if they went back and then rechecked their bans and said, oh, these are the ones that were not allowed, and these are the ones that should have happened. Right? These bans shouldn't have happened. These bans, we don't know anything because there was no consistent messaging from Discord about the situation. So I just wanted to update about that. I wanted to kind of explain the current state of affairs where we're really still there's not much known about what happened beyond that there was that illicit material in the Japanese TASing server, and that we've since been unbanned because that material obviously wasn't related to any of the English TASers. And that scattershot response where they seem to unban people in small waves as they talked to ban appeal bots, and not, oh, we messed up and they unban people at once, right? So that's where we're at now. We really don't know anything deeper about the situation, about who should have been banned, about if those people are banned. And yeah, so that's the current state of affairs. If you're interested more in what happened, feel free to go back. I'm going to link in the description the original video that has more of the like review of Twitter and all of the events from the original weekend where the ban happened. There wasn't too much more on Twitter since then to report for the video, but there was just the fallout of we're still in the dark about whether any action was properly taken against the members of the Japanese TASing community who instigated the need for the server ban. So yeah, I'm going to drop that link in the description. And if you have any more questions, feel free to also jump in my Discord, which is now, it never was in risk of too much danger, the Discord itself, but my Discord user luckily had a backup user as an admin role in that Discord. So it could have rolled to them, but my Discord user was banned, and that would have necessitated rolling that over to that backup account. And another thing I learned interestingly, just a fun fact before I go, apparently, unlike a lot of other social media sites, Discord does not enact IP bans or try in any way to ban people as people. They ban accounts. And they actually actively encourage in a lot of their documentation for people to create alternate accounts. And if bans happen, for people to use alternate accounts as ways of getting around. Like, you'd think usually they would, like a lot of social media sites, don't want people to evade bans. They want, if a ban happens against an account, that ban is against the individual behind the account, and that individual is not allowed to create more accounts. Discord is not like that. Discord very actively encourages people to use multiple accounts and not to worry about doing that in the event of bans happening. So a very strange situation from Discord. Would love to get more standardized messaging in the event of bans and more clarification, or a more common social media approach of actually having systems to IP ban people, because that also seems not ideal. So thank you for watching. I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll be back soon with more non-Discord drama related content.